Hey there, my name's Laura Warren and I'm a psychic medium. I wanted to talk to you today. We're in this great time of reflection, a great time of rest, and many of us are homebound and trying to stay out of the public. Things have become very quiet. Many places are closed, and here in Nova Scotia, even our public parks are closed. So many of us are feeling quite condensed and quite stuck kind of in our homes. This time has been given to us as a time to start to see what is really important. What is really important in our lives. It's a time for forgiveness, it's a time for compassion, and a time for great gratitude for just life's simple things. And many of us are feeling this need to clean and cleanse and to let go of things that are not important to us anymore. This cleaning feeling, it not only comes from a physical reason of trying to clean so that we're physically healthy, it comes from a place where we need to let go of the things that aren't serving us anymore. And one of the biggest things that people ask me all the time is how to do a host cleansing. Whether you have some energy within your home that you're trying to remove, so that being spirit energy that's unwanted, or if there's a leftover kind of sickness energy or some stagnant energy that is just hanging around, making you feel kind of dull or foggy thoughts. There's a lot of reasons why many of us want to cleanse our homes, and it usually starts with that feeling of cleaning a physical space. But then for those of us that are energetically connected, or we're spiritually connected, or we're empaths, we go to the next place where we're like, wait a second, there's an energy connection here, and I really need to cleanse my energy space. We're all faced with quite a challenge right now because many of us aren't going out for anything that's not essential, and a lot of stores are closed. So as an empath, I'm always looking for ways to help people do things either on a budget or with regular household items. And there's a lot of things within your home that you can use to do energy cleansing. So I wanted to show you what I would use normally, but also what is a substitute for that. So normally my big go-to, of course, is sage, white buffalo sage. So if you don't know what it looks like, this is a piece that's been like burnt a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's almost like a dried leaf, and you light it and then you blow it a little bit so the flame is out and it just smolders, and there's this beautiful smoke that comes from it. I always try to use wooden matches. I find spirit responds better to wooden matches than lighters. So if you have that, if you don't have it, it's okay. You'll be forgiven. So that's my go-to. But what if you don't have any sage? What if all the stores are closed and you're really feeling urged and pushed to do an energetic cleansing? Then I would use a bay leaf. So dried bay leaves, most people have them in their spice cupboard. Okay, you can just, same thing, they're dried, so you can light them, just blow out the flame so they smolder a little bit, and you'll get the same energetic cleansing effect. It may not be as powerful or have as much of a punch as sage does, but bay leaf in a time where we can't get anything else, this is a good substitute. So most people have those in their spice cupboards. The other thing people tend to go to is essential oils. I love essential oils. I have a big collection of them, but not everybody does. And so one good substitute for essential oils is just plain old fruit. So a lemon, an orange, I would take the peel. So peel them, and you can even kind of smash the peel a little bit so the oils are coming out, and leave them in a dish somewhere in a central area in your home, so a dining room or that kind of thing. Leave the peels out until they're completely dried, and then throw them away. The smell is amazing. The smell's invigorating, but there is a cleansing effect that comes from the oils in these fruits. Some people just like to have, after a cleansing, put out some fruit and let the fruit absorb all the energies that are stagnant. Don't eat the fruit, and then throw it out. Okay, so that's a good kind of substitute for essential oils if you're using them for your home, to cleanse your home. The other thing that works really, really good is just regular old box of salt. Okay, So you want to take the salt, and if you have outside property, you can do the property line. And as you're doing it, your intention is that you're only letting in energies that are helpful, energies that support your family or support you and have the highest vibration. So you can make up your own little mantra, spread the salt around your property line, spread it on your doorways, across your doorways. And as well, a nice thing to do if you're worried about making a mess, or if you're renting, you just don't want to chance it, you can take a small dish, just a small dish like this, and you want to fill it with salt, and you can put dried herbs in it. So like rosemary or thyme, or maybe some oregano, and just sprinkle the herbs in the dish and put them in the corners of your room, and that will help cleanse as well energetically. The other thing that I really like to do, and it might actually, kind of amuse you a bit during this time when we're all in isolation, I like to use stones from outside. So I'm really attracted to quartz. Normally I would use selenite. So I would use a piece of selenite for cleansing, but obviously right now, if things are closed and you can't get what you need, then you want to go outside and look for some stones that draw your eye, that draw you in, that make you feel good. So I just picked up a few. These are some that I've just picked up outside. So a quartz, okay, very simple quartz, lots of that in Nova Scotia. This is a quartz that was just found on the beach, so it's rounded. And we have some agate, and I also have some jasper. So these are all stones that I've just picked up outside that you can use around your home to help you cleanse. Now, I would hold the stones before you bring them in the home and just try to send some love and light into the stones and release anything that they might be carrying. But if you found them outside, chances are they're pretty cleansed and good to help you out in the home. Stones like this, you should cleanse them at least once a month, so under clear water, and leave them out in the moonlight and the sunlight. So just to recap, for a home cleansing, you want to make sure that you're smudging your home with something. So if you have white buffalo sage or sweetgrass is amazing. You can use those things. If you don't, you can use bay leaves. They work just as well. They don't smell quite as nice, but it's still a tolerable scent. You can use bay leaves found right in your cupboard. If you don't have essential oils, use fruit. Citrus fruits work really good because they have such a great smell. So you can use fruit in your home and use the peeling, or you can just put out a bowl of fruit. Just make sure you don't eat the fruit, because it is actually absorbing energy for you if that's the intention. Have a really good intention while you're doing this. Of course, don't forget that. Make sure that you can make up a little prayer, or you can just say, I'm letting go of all the vibrational energy that does not support me, or it doesn't match my vibration anymore. So we're letting go of stagnant energy. As far as stones, I love selenite and clear quartz in my home. You can see the salt lamp behind me. I love those kinds of things that are good for cleansing. But like I said, if the store's closed, it's not destitute. You can go outside and pick out some really nice stones that speak to you and use those as well. Now, the other thing that I just wanted to say quickly is sometimes when I'm feeling like I really need to let go of a feeling, and I really need to let go of something and let spirit take it from me, I just take a little tea light, just a tiny tea light like this, okay? Light it with a wooden match and put your intention into the candle. So say you're trying to let go of all the fear, all the anxiety that's been coming your way through this virus, the pandemic, all the media that's been speaking to you, everything that's been really bothering you. If you're feeling like you want to let go of some of that stress, ask to put it into the candle. Now, I let the candle burn completely out, because that is how I get closure. And that's how I know that I've totally dissipated that energy from myself. I would suggest you, if you're going to do that, obviously don't leave the candle going and go out. Make sure that it's a time when you're going to be home. Usually tea lights, they take about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to burn out. So just keep that in mind. So that is my little spiel on energy cleansing. Okay, so you want to smudge, use the salt, use crystals, you can use fruit. If you have fresh flowers, you can use those as well. And bring some life back to your home. You know, let go of the things that are holding you back and have an intention to let go of things to move forward. We are going through a rebirth right now, and it's important that you let go of everything that doesn't serve you. Thank you. And I hope that everyone is well, and I wish you happy and healthy days ahead. Thanks again.